Excellency Lieutenant General Bhupinder Singh, Mrs. Bhavan Singh, good wife of the Lieutenant Governor, Professor M.S. Swaminathan, Chairman M.S. Swaminathan Research Foundation, and Honorable Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha. Noni morning to all of you, and I love you, love you, love you. I have great pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to this first World Noni Congress 2010 being held today with the theme Noni for Global Wellness, which is being inaugurated by none other than Professor M.S. Swaminathan, a crusader of Green Revolution, a true friend of farmers, a visionary, a scientist par excellence, and former chairman, Farmers Commission, Government of India, respected by one and all for his struggle to eliminate hunger and poverty from the world. His Excellency Lieutenant General Bhupinder Singh, who is presiding over this august function today, is a well-wisher of Noni Movement for Wellness and inaugurated the fruit purchasing center of Noni Biotech for the benefit of Noni farmers at Port Blair, who took up Noni for the first time 2 years back. It is the vision and support of His Excellency which made Noni cultivation popular in Ireland. His plea for benefit to the people of the island for carbon sequestration by maintaining 92% of land area under forest, including Noni, is laudable. I welcome you, sir. I wholeheartedly welcome all the distinguished delegates, invitees, delegates from various parts of the country and abroad, my beloved Noni family, members, and all those who have assembled here to bless the Congress and also to participate in the deliberations for the next 3 days. The first World Noni Congress 2010 is a continuum of Pioneer Symposium series on Noni search since 2006, which was first held at Hyderabad in October 2006. Subsequent symposia were held at Chennai in 2007, New Delhi 2008, inaugurated by none other than the former President of India, Professor Abdul Kalam, and again at Chennai 2009. The World Noni Research Foundation has decided that every 5th National Symposium will be a World Noni Congress, primarily to review the progress made in Noni research and development around the world in our quest to make people healthy and wealthy through wellness revolution by using Noni. During these 4 years, we have discussed and focused on health and wellness, health and nutrition, empowerment and prosperity in relation to Noni, and now the theme of the present Congress is Noni for Global Wellness. I am really fortunate to attend all and could physically witness the remarkable progress made in the direction over the years. In this Congress, there will be mix of special lectures by eminent scientists and 13 technical sessions on various aspects which include oral and poster presentations, 40 oral presentations and 16 posters under various technical sessions. Besides, 6 special lectures are scheduled for 3 days Congress. As a prelude, I would like to narrate briefly about the World Noni Research Foundation and the brief progress made in research efforts so far. WNRF is being guided by Research Advisory Board consisting of various vice chancellors serving and past vice chancellors, eminent scientists, doctors and physicians, advisors and heads of our research programs. I may also mention here the two eminent doctors like Dr. Hari Gautam, and who is our guest of honor today, and Professor Ramhar Singh, who was the first Vice Chancellor of Ayurveda University, Jodhpur, are also associated with our research advisory board. WNRF has its own well-established field research facilities at National Research Center for Noni, established at Chingalpat in Tamil Nadu. Also, we are funding projects on Noni in the priority areas to several research institutes and universities in the country. At National Research Center of Noni, the first and foremost priority was given to select elite plants so that good planting material could be supplied to farmers. In this attempt, 10 plants were identified as elite clones based on their growth and yield parameters. The yield performance of these 10 clones is being monitored continuously for the last 5 years to further shortlist the best clones. These plants are also being used for mass multiplication through tissue culture. WNRF established a tissue culture laboratory during 2003 and got ISO certification in 2005 and 2009. Tissue culture has also standardized a complete protocol to mass multiply seedlings for planting. Besides, an experiment has also been initiated to compare the performance of tissue culture plants with that of conventional seedlings free from seeds and cuttings. The tissue culture plants planted at our National Research Center has started flowering earlier than the other sources of planting material, namely cuttings and seedlings. Cell culture technique was also standardized for commercial exploitation of Morinda citrifolia for in situ isolation of nutraceuticals. An experiment to standardize the organic inputs and water requirement for Noni has also been initiated at our National Research Center. Further, germplasm collected from various locations are also maintained and being evaluated for their performance. WNRF has outsourced 22 research projects with a total funding to the tune of rupees 16 billion so far, and these projects hence have been taken under the State Agricultural Universities, Research Institutes of the ICR and other reputed research organizations, both in the public and private sector. WNRF is also a partner in the network project of Noni funded by Ayush, which is the first effort of collaborative research. WNRF is committed to validate the testimonials on the beneficial effects of Noni, for which systematic and collaborative research projects are underway. Recently, 4 funded research projects were concluded, one in clinical research and the other 3 in plant protection related projects. The results from these projects are quite encouraging. It was established that scopolamine isolated from Morinda citrifolia fruit juice had the anti-proliferative activity against retinoblastoma Y79 cancer cell line, the first report from India. Through cDNA microarray studies, it was established that scopolamine may have the anti-cancer activity. The purified scopolamine treatment on retinoblastoma Y79 cells altered the phenotype of cancer cells without significantly influencing normal or proliferating cells. Under plant protection projects, surveys were conducted in South India, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu for the presence of pests and diseases. Among the diseases, Alternaria leaf blight, which also causes fruit rot, and anthracnose were identified as important diseases of Noni, and for the first time, these two diseases are reported from India on the Noni plant. Among the insect pests, notable damage was caused to Noni by tringid, stem girdler beetles, and grasshoppers. Non-chemical, eco-friendly disease management strategy for the management of two important diseases were also attempted for 2 seasons. Soil application of vermicompost, neem cake along with beneficial and antagonists were found effective in managing the foliar diseases of Noni and also showed better plant vigor. In the ongoing research projects, also encouraging results are forthcoming. It was observed that Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Morinda citrifolia and Morinda umbellata were predominant species of Morinda. Collection and preservation of germ plasm and molecular characterization of the collected germ plasm are also being carried out. It was also observed that effective rooting of cuttings, treatment of IBA at 4000 pm and potassium nitrate were found to be very useful to promote faster rooting of cuttings. The plant pathologist working on the funded project has identified most effective native antagonist of Pseudomonas and Bacillus and elucidated their mechanism of disease control. Also standardized mass multiplication protocol for field application to manage diseases of Noni. Our foundation also publishes 2 half-yearly journals, International Journal of Noni Research and Noni Clinical Research Journal. I am happy that the International Journal of Noni Research, Volume 4, 2009, will be released today. Besides, we are also bringing out Noni news regularly every month and being circulated to all members of our Noni family and others interested in Noni. The annual report of WNRF highlighting the activities and achievements is being regularly brought out since 2007. For the first time, the descriptors for Noni has been brought out by our foundation for the benefit of scientists and is being released today in this session. Besides, 4 technical bulletins on the projects and 1 handbook for identification of pests and diseases of Noni, which will help farmers and extension workers to identify the pests and diseases, natural enemies of pests, as it contains illustrated photographs, have also been brought out and being published by WNRF will also be released today. For the first time, a textbook on Noni is also brought out for the benefit of students and teachers since several agricultural universities, including Noni, or have included in this Noni and recognized by the ICAR. Yet another important milestone is the inclusion of Noni in Indian Horticulture Database 2008 for the first time due to efforts made by our foundation. As on date, an area of 653 acres covering about 350 farmers are under Noni cultivation, and this is the figure of our own farmers whom we are handling ourselves and with our own guidance. Indian Noni Cultivation Council, established by us, gives full technical support and procedures and procures the fruit under buyback agreement, whether it is from the mainland or it is from the Andaman Nicobar Islands. Other regional research centers for Noni have been established in Pullur, Andhra Pradesh, Malur, Karnataka, Vadkancheri in Kerala. They are also functioning under the ambit of WNRF to cater to the needs of these regions. The regional centers offer technical know-how for Noni cultivation through regular trainings organized every 6 months. So far, 7 trainings have been organized for the benefit of farmers. A digital library exclusively on Noni is also being set up. WNRF also recognizes the meritorious research efforts made by scientists by awarding annually outstanding research scientists on Noni, one for Noni production and second for pharmacology and clinical sciences. In addition, the best Noni farmers and best Noni traders of Noni juice are also recognized and awarded. I am happy that our research efforts made so far have yielded fruitful results and will continue to explore more and more scientific information about Noni for the wellness of the society. For the backyard cultivators of Noni, techniques for preparing homemade products like Noni jam, Noni squash, jelly, Noni pickles are also being developed and they are displayed outside this hall. Having said all this about Noni, I should now say that all this progress could be achieved only because of the visionary Professor p.i.peter, Chairman, Noni Biotech Chennai, Health India Laboratories, Chennai, who elevated Noni from the status of an unexploited forest plant to a cultivated crop, in playing great role for the nutritional and health security of our nation in particular and world at large. There are testimonials indicating the use of Noni juice concentrate against a large number of diseases. As a food supplement, it is par excellent, and around 1 million people are using it regularly. I am very thankful to all members and workers of my Noni family who have done their best for the success of this Congress. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Divine.